I know, the title is crazy, but that's because the last couple of days have been crazy. But I try to stuff this video with a lot of positive stuff too, I promise. Let's discuss the serious stuff first, like what is going on involving Stray Kids, police, and now the FBI. Well, Stray Kids are currently on their world tour in the US, and right before their show in Oakland, California, someone using member Han Ji-sung as their username started posting frightening threats on social media. Now, I'm gonna put a trigger warning out there just in case, although I won't be going into any kind of graphic detail. The post describes the weapon they're bringing to the concert, the members that they're targeting, the very disgusting and specific ways they plan on harming each member, ending with the ominous message of "you can't get rid of me." After seeing this, fans rampantly began notifying JYP Entertainment and the authorities, and thank goodness it was taken seriously, as the Oakland Police Department stated they were aware of the situation, would be present at the venue for extra security, and that the FBI were also now involved. The person who originally posted changed their Twitter handle, now that they're probably scared of getting tracked down by the FBI, and although I would love to get an update on the FBI side of things, we got the best update we could hope for, as the Oakland show took place with nobody getting harmed. It just sucks that this is happening again on the same week to TXT, who are also in America. First of all, on top of this man just casually making his way up on stage while Subin tries to politely gesture him down, almost exactly the same situation as Stray Kids also happened. A person posted online being horrifically specific about how they were planning to harm members Bumgyu and Hyunin Kai, even specifying the song that they would wait for TXT to perform to do so. Again, fans began notifying the company, authorities, and venues, which thankfully was also taken seriously, as the venue responded to fans reassuring that the proper authorities have been contacted. The update we got from YG, however, did not reassure fans at all. 2 months ago, it was announced that Bang YEDAM and MASHIHO would be going on hiatus. Bang YEDAM would be studying music to improve his potential as a producer, while MASHIHO would be resting in Japan due to health reasons. Well, this week, YG put out a statement saying the hiatus will be now extended to the rest of the year, while Treasure will continue with 10 members for their comeback and upcoming tour. Now, the reason this worries a lot of fans is because of the weird way this is being presented. First of all, if you look at that statement, they never mention the names Bang YEDAM or MASHIHO. Another thing is that it would be understandable to release images with 10 members if the other two were not present, but to release images with those two clearly being photoshopped out when they were there is again concerning. For now though, I'm gonna try to believe and hope that the hiatus is being extended due to the members needing that time, and not that YG is trying to slowly fade them out for reasons we don't know yet. Treasure's second anniversary is coming up very soon, and it'll be interesting to see in what capacity YEDAM and MASHIHO are included, if not at least mentioned. YG's vague update was a clear contrast to BLOCKBERRY's adamant statement denying that LOONA member Hyunjin was dating rapper A-Flow, who is 23 years older than her. The same YouTube channel, who we won't name, that companies always seem to address instead of ignoring for whatever reason, put out a video stating that LOONA's Hyunjin's private Instagram was hacked, exposing her apparent relationship with the 44-year-old rapper with quote-unquote evidence such as the ring she's seen wearing. Needless to say, BLOCKBERRY came out swiftly denying any validity to these claims and said they are taking legal action. I don't know how many lawsuits this person is facing at this point. Okay, one more serious story before we get to all the good stuff going on in K-pop, because this one is ridiculous. Remember earlier this year when Red Velvet were on the red carpet and the reporters kept yelling at the girls to take off their mask even though they politely said they couldn't? Well, it happened again, this time to Fromis9, and then goes a level beyond that. COVID restrictions have eased up around the world, but masks are still highly encouraged in many places, especially with events like the Stray Kids Atlanta and Fort Worth concerts that were postponed on the day of because of COVID. But on the way to a music show, Fromis9 were told to take off their masks by some of the photographers. The members apologized, explaining that they couldn't, so the photographers continued to persist and pressure the girls to take off their masks. It got to the point where leader Serom stepped up and said they would remove their masks next week, to which a reporter is heard responding, "Yeah, right." That's when they basically started insulting Fromis9 on camera, saying things like, they're not doing entertaining things for the camera like Vivi's did, they're not even doing Aegyo, do they think they're BTS? They're mood killers. This video garnered the reporters a bunch of backlash, so now they replaced the audio with music. By the way, even though the girls didn't have to, they kept their promise this week anyway. I kinda wish they would have arrived with hazmat suits on. I mean, the reporters want the girls to act like Vivi's, right? Tell me that's not something Sinbi would do. Alright, let's calm down from the serious stuff and move on to the positive things that we can actually celebrate in K-pop. Let's talk about a good moment from the TXT concert. Hyun Kai helping a fan name her baby. She recounted the story we see on video here of the girls in front of her helping get the sign to Kai in the first place, and he actually took time to think about it, not just writing down whatever name came to his mind first. Initially, he wrote down the name Lily, but then went out of his way again to put down Nathan when she said it would be a boy. That is fan service at its finest. Congrats to the future mom. Guys, I'm recording this on July 15th, 2022. Exactly 10 years ago was the release of the immortal Gangnam Style by PSY that would go on to break unimaginable records at the time. Some records that we may or may not ever see broken again. Something we also thought we would never see again was former AOA member JIMIN signing to a new company, making her comeback to the industry. It didn't look like we would ever see her again after the initial accusations blew up, but with the general perception turning around as more information came out, this news of her upcoming return is being very well received. And speaking of comebacks, I can't always list out every single comeback taking place, but I do at times when huge records are being broken. Super Junior being the first ever SM artist to release 11 full albums, aespa not only breaking the pre-order record, but have now made history again, breaking the first week's sales record with over 1 million album sales. 17 becoming 7-time million sellers. ITZY now joining the record books with their comeback today. Again, help me out in the comments with the ones I haven't mentioned, but another one I feel like I need to mention is J-Hope releasing his album Jack in the Box, because it had one of the most star-studded listening parties I've ever seen. You had Jessie, Dawn, Hyuna, DPR Live, Sunmi, legends like Tiger JK and Yoonmire. Just like the comebacks though, I can't name everyone at this party, but there was one I freaked out for the most. See, last week we saw J-Hope at the same dinner party as GD, and now this week we see Big Bang's TAEYANG attending J-Hope's listening party. I love it, even if some people want to pit Big Bang and BTS against each other for whatever reason. Seeing J-Hope as a fan back then, showing the utmost respect, saying one day I'll become singers like you, and then now having Taeyang attend his album release party. J-Hope has to be pinching himself to